President, I rise in support of the amendment. I didn't intend really to speak on this amendment, but I had to rise and just I'm going to be brief, because I think the members on this side who spoke did such an excellent job that maybe I did not have to rise, but I thought it best that I rise to support, because the opening batsman did an amazing job in putting things in context. And then the other two batsmen did an equally amazing job. And so the game has been won. But I decided I had to put in my 2 cents. Because I think I left my amendment here. Madam President, I just needed to react to a few things. Because the member opposite, the member for Nevis 4, said that the amendment is trying to exclude opposition members. I want to read this again, because I don't have the Premier read it as good as I think I'm going to read it now. So I'm going to read it again for persons who are listening and persons who are following online. If there is no leader of the opposition, let me take my time. If there is no leader of the opposition, then the Deputy Governor General may appoint a member on the advice of the member or members of the opposition, provided that where there is no member of the opposition or the members of the opposition cannot agree on the nominee, then a member will be appointed on the advice of the Premier after consultation with the members of the opposition, if any. Madam President, this is clearly stating that there will be consultation with the member or the members of the opposition by the Deputy Governor General, and then it says by the Premier. And so if it comes to a case where the members of the opposition cannot agree, and they have not agreed on anything since the last election, I don't think so. If they cannot agree, then it comes back to the Premier appointing. But that is the last resort, Madam President, the absolute last resort. And the member for Nevis 2 would have pointed out many times when he was here that this piece of legislation or this amendment is putting the ball squarely in the court of the opposition members. The ball is in your court now. That is why we are here. We are not here to say, well, the Premier is going to appoint somebody. We have come here to the House to tell you that you have another chance. The situation as it exists now, there is no leader of the opposition. And we accept that. And so you cannot appoint anyone. This amendment that we are here today discussing and debating is suggesting to you, the members who sit on the opposition benches, that you have another chance to do so. And you must take advantage of that chance that this piece of amendment is affording you. You can't be blaming us over here if you can't agree. That is exactly what you have come to this House today to do. To blame us for all of the drama that has unfolded in your party since the election last year. You can't come here to blame us for your drama. There's no drama over here, you know. No drama on this side. Absolutely none. And I mean, I am disappointed because when the opposition member, when the member for Nevis 4 says that the Premier is dictatorial, I mean, where in the legislation, where in the amendment you see any issue with regard to dictatorship. Madam President, we are here to discuss integrity in public life. Integrity in public life. And over here on this side, integrity is what upholds us over here. And, Madam President, if there's a dictator would not want an integrity in public life ordinance. Everything we do on this side is transparent. Transparent. Since we have taken government, the only premier to have a press conference every month, he having his press conference on Thursday. Everything we do is transparent, Madam President. And so you cannot come here to say or accuse the Premier and the member for Nevis too, or accuse our government of being dictatorial in any way. If we were dictatorial, Madam President, we would not have come here to this honorable House with this piece of amendment. We would to give the opposition another chance. And so I am pleading with the members of the opposition. One is here right now, the other is not here. I hope she is listening. I am pleading with you all to sit down and do your job that the people of Nevis 4 and Nevis 5 voted for you to do. Do the job that the people of 4 and 5 place their confidence in you to do. And I will say further that if... Yes, thank you, Madam President. And I would say further, Madam President, that if the members for Nevis 4 and Nevis 5 cannot take up the ball that has been thrown in their court and use it, they would have failed their constituents miserably. I'm going to say that again. If they cannot take up that ball and have a consensus and come up with a nominee or an appointment for the Integrity Commission, they would have failed the people of Nevis 4 and the people of Nevis 5. I want us all to recognize, Madam President, that what we have seen in this honorable House since the elections of December 12, 2022 is historic, you know. Unprecedented. It has never happened. We've had cases where the opposition had 2 members and they were able to agree. They were able to have a leader of the opposition. They were able to appoint a senator. And this is historic. And now they're coming here to blame us. Coming here to blame this ocean liner over here, which is sailing so good and have no drama and have no confusion. We have never seen this level of confusion in a party before. And we have to call it for what it is. We have never seen it. Leader can't lead. We have never seen it, Madam President. And we cannot come here to try to blame this side for the confusion and the drama that has unfolded and has led to why we are here. I am very busy, you know, I have a lot of things in my office to do. I could have been in my office doing my work. I could have been out doing some work. Other members are busy. But we had to come here, Madam President, because 2 members of the same party can't agree. Never happened. Never ever happened before. And Madam President, I once again am calling on those members to come together. Come together. Take up the ball that has been thrown in your court and compromise and come with an appointment for the Integrity Commission. Because we are doing all of this because this is a government that all we want to do is to govern the affairs of Nevis in a proper manner. And integrity in public life ordinance is part of that good governance pillar. And that is why it was passed, and that is why it was operationalized under a CCM-led administration. With those few words, Madam President, I wish this amendment safe passage to this honorable house.